So guys, I'm bringing you the conversation that happened yesterday at the garden. So we all know how the first HOH game went. It was actually it came in the form of balloting. So each pair in the Big Brother house had to like nominate another pair to suggest for the HOH. So eventually I feel like based off maybe because of the little rolling, because we can't even call it relationship because these guys, they barely know each other. So because they just came on Sunday, right? And the HOH game came up on Monday. So let's say they barely knew each other, let's say just of 24 hours. So that's how. So in the garden yesterday, there was a conversation between double K's. Those are the married couple, and then Undi Unes. Apparently the Une, or what's even their name, self? The younger one, the niece was not there, but the auntie was there. She was present in the conversation. So double K, they were just talking about the balloting, why they voted for a particular peer to be the head of house. So that was how Auntie started this conversation. She was just like, okay, that she was hot, and then she felt like these guys really did not come true for them. That her cousin or her niece rather wanted them to vote another person, but she was like, okay, that she's a loyal person to a fault, and because of the little relationship and the little rolling that she has done or she has had with Mbadiwe twin, that she wanted to nominate them. Okay, that her niece was now like, okay, since you are the bigger person, you know best. So they nominated Mbadiwe twin. That's how Mbadiwe twin voted or nominated another peer. They did not nominate them back. So she was just pained and she was going on and on. In fact, at the point, I was like, Auntie, what's all this ranting about? It's a game now. It's a game. So she was just like, okay, that because of the person that she is, that she's very emotional, which I could understand that she was like, she's very emotional. She expected something. She expected them to come through for them. So guys, please note that the Undi Undes are already custodians. Do you get? So they just felt like, okay, let's just nominate Mbadiwe twins based off the way these guys are rolling with us. And she was like, she's not really happy that they did not come true. So apparently, Mbadiwe twins won as the head of house, the first head of house for this season. So she was now saying that, well, she's hoping that based off the fact that they have the opportunity to like use the head of house lounge, that she's hoping that they will be the one that will be nominated, that they will nominate to follow them. She's saying that she's hoping that Mbadiwe twin will come through for them by asking them to come and join, that that she wants Mbadiwe twins to like bring them along to the HOH house. So that was how Tammy too came into conversation. Damilola and a second pair, they came into the conversation. She was like, and Tammy and Double K now said, okay, that is true, that they wouldn't want to choose another person now. That why would they choose another person? That obviously that they would definitely choose the Undi Unis. So Auntie did not stop there. She just kept going on and on. She was like, she would have called them to trash out things and settle things, or because she knows herself that she doesn't want any trouble and that it's too early in the show, that if she starts the conversation now and it doesn't go well, she might just start crying and people will now think the issue is more than it is. And then she now made a statement that now she has learned her lesson, that one of the things that pained her the most is the fact that her niece wanted to go the other route, but she was insisting that they must nominate Mbadiwe twin, only for Mbadiwe twin not to nominate them back. So she was like, she really disappointed her twin. And then the double case, the husband, now said, no, that life is not like that, that even her niece would learn from that particular event, that she's going to learn from it, that it is, if it's a game, it's a game, that and then she will put all her head into the game. So they just encouraged her that she should not take it to heart too much. So that was how Auntie now said something. She said, but the way twins came to them to say, don't worry, we'll look for another way to repay your loyalty. More like, I know that we could not come through for you in this nomination, but we owe you loyalty, like we'll look for another way to pay. So Double K now replied and said, that's the guy. Now said, no, that's not a good word to say, that if I'm loyal to you, or if you are my person, if you are my G, you are not supposed to owe me loyalty because I did something good to you. It should be a default thing. Like, you should always come through for me, whether like basically he was saying that scores should not be counted in a relationship. Like, scores should not be counted. So he said that, so it means that when I do you good, you would it means that you would not even come through for me in a good way, or maybe you would want to repay me back in a bad way. So they said the conversation, and then so auntie now said it's now that she's just knowing is that these guys, they just really use them to play the game, that she didn't know that the game has started, that the guy by the way twin really used them to play the game. And she was like, and most of them were like, these guys are Igbo guys, they are here for the money, they are not here for any that these guys are here for the game. If they are looking at you, they're already playing the game. So that was how Tammy now said something that really that I was able to resonate with, because I was like, what are they making all this fuss about? Like balloting, nominations, I don't think it's a big deal, I beg. So I now remembered that when Tammy came, but the way to it came before Tammy, but Tammy came immediately after Mbadiwe twins. That was Damilola and her friend. They came immediately after. And I could remember very well, after Big Brother, before Big Brother gave them the welcome address, Tammy and Mbadiwe twin, they were having a conversation. In fact, if you watched on that Sunday, you would really think they knew each other from like the outside world. They were already removing each other's sunglasses and stuff like that. They were already like gisting, touching each other, not like sexually, but like, gist, the way gist, you tap each other and stuff like that. They were already gisting. So one of the girls now said when she knew that those guys were Igbos and they were playing games, was when the Ndi when they actually won the custodian, when they became custodian, that they shifted from them immediately, and then they went to, but the way to shifted from Tammy and then went to meet Ndi. That was when their own friendship ended. But the way to ended their friendship with Tammy just to shift to Ndi. So guys, that was when it clicked to me that it's true. These guys are actually Igbo guys. They are they're actually playing the game, and I was like, wow, 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 really? So and auntie was already taking it all she's already taking it all emotional. She was really hurt from the way she was talking and stuff like that. Well guys, that's the gist for this night though. I really can't wait for more housemates to even unravel these games that these guys are playing. Well, the way they even came to the house like men mounts, now we get here, now we day here. And remember, these guys are actually children of popular politician, and their father is an alleged billionaire. So well, I don't know. Let's see how it unravels. Don't forget, I bring you latest updates and latest gist on Big Brother Naija. Subscribe to this channel and watch more videos. Thank you.